Okay. I do have to take the hood back off. And these are just 1/2-inch nuts here. Bolts. So they need to come off. I think I will need help with removing the hood. It's not as heavy as Chelsea's hood, but maybe not a job I want to do by myself. Loosening these is going to allow the hood freedom to shift here, there, and everywhere. I'm not sure I want that, but I'm not gonna bother Spencer to come help me this time. He is getting married tomorrow. Yep, he and Megan are soon to be happily married. It's a tie-dye wedding. So I had Lindley, a coworker of mine, asked her if she would tie-dye a couple of shirts for Eliana and myself, which she agreed to do. And so we have a couple of shirts tie-dyed yellow, blue, and red. They were white shirts, so they now combine the two, the colors of both of our flags. They're very bi-traditional. We have the red, white, and blue, and the yellow, blue, and red. Yellow, red, and blue. So I think it's kind of neat. Geez, I got those loose, but it is going to take another hand. I'm gonna go ask Eliana if she'll come out and help. She right now is scraping on the T-tops, removing paint from removing the banana pudding yellow from the T-tops. Wow, look at that. It's nice. Baby, I'm going to need your help with the hood of the car.
Yeah?
I put this sheet down to catch everything, but everything goes everywhere.
No?
It's okay? Okay. She agreed to help me. So, that's nice.
It's for you?
No, it's not bad. Okay, baby, we're going to take the hood off the car. So, what? Oh, she's not here. What you're going to do is a key and hold it in place.
Okay.
Okay?
Como?
You just one hand here, one hand there.
See?
Hold it in place.
Huh?
Perfect.
Okay.
See? I'm gonna take your bolts out. So I'm gonna be right here, and I'm gonna finish taking these bolts out. Once these bolts are out, it's very important that you hold it in place. Okay? Okay? Alright. There's one. should have maybe explained to her where we're gonna take the hood once it's off the car. That probably would have been smart of me. But hopefully she just gets the gist of the idea. Okay. You hold right there, yeah?
Okay.
It's heavy?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I hurry. How you doing, baby?
Huh?
You okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it's free.
Okay.
Okay.
One moment. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Go.
Out the door.
Yes. Come on.
No, 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 no.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
On the carpet. On the carpet. On the carpet. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, sorry. We're gonna go against the fence.
The pen? Allá?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Should I put something down first? On the ground? Huh?
No sé. Maybe.
Maybe? Okay.
Oh, no sé.
Okay. Okay, are you okay?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, but you put you hacia allá y yo así.
Yo también.
Yes, I think it's good.
Okay. You ready? Primero? Oh, okay. Okay, baby. Yeah, thank you, baby. Muchas gracias.
Welcome, baby. De nada. ¿This is new?
Yeah. Dos.
This new?
Yeah.
De Mario?
Yeah. Okay. Muy.
Pero también es good.
Yeah.
Maybe I buy one for, I just more, maybe tomorrow buy it car for coming. Maybe buy a motor. More economic.
Okay, maybe. Alright, well, got that done. So that's going to give me better access to the actuators, which I'll take off. I've taken all this off before, but now that valance is gone, so I think these will be able to drop down really easily out of here, rather than the mess it was trying to get him out of here last time. I'm also going to take off these front grills here. That just requires a Phillips screwdriver. Somebody should develop screwdrivers that have magnets in the tips of them, so that you unscrew these screws and it just pulls it out with the screwdriver. That would be amazing. There are 5 screws in this, along with clips. And that clink you just heard is a clip falling off of its clip location and onto the front bumper. The underside of the, well, the inside of the front bumper. So it'll be easy to find it. This is the last screw. Easy does it. Easy out. Just the light fixture. These lights are really ridiculous. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we have it. The clip that fell. It's right here. It's a clip I just purchased. And it did not want to stay in place. But it's back in place now. Where's the 5th screw? Oh, it's still in the grill. Okay, one grill off. Next grill. This grill has a place where a screw is supposed to go, but the bracket is pushed way back, so it doesn't meet up with where you're supposed to screw it in. So it only has 4 screws holding it in place. I've tentatively pushed on the bracket to see if it was willing to inch forward any, and it seemed rather unwilling to do any movement whatsoever. So I don't know if I'll worry about it. It has 4 screws holding it in place really good. I don't know that it needs more than that. Here she comes. There's the 4 screws. Turn the light out. Put it back there in the fender. Second grill out. Okay. Now for headlights. Here's the bracket I'm talking about. This piece would have to come a lot more forward. It has a clip on it, which is better than I could say for stuff over on the passenger side. But it doesn't reach. Anywho, I don't like this screw, so I did buy some new screws of this, so I might replace it now that I have it off again. Some people might get concerned or uptight about taking things off just to put them back on and then take them off again, but I'm not complaining. I feel like every time I do this, I learn something. And so it's kind of fun to do it again. See if I learned new tricks, better ways to do it. Look at this going on. I'm going to vacuum that off. It's no good having tree parts on your radiator, is what I say. There are 2 hoses that hook onto the actuators. This actuator got scraped up putting the hood on last time, so it needed to come off again anyway. Alright, I'm alright. To get these actuators off, you have to get to the front of them. There's 4 nuts there on each one, so I'm going to jack the car up, make it easy on myself to get underneath there. And then I don't know if I really provided myself any room to take them out that way. They might come out the same way they came out before, which, as I recall, made it easier if I took this thing off. That runs the vacuum for the actuators. So, yeah, I might be doing a lot of disassembling here to get these headlight assemblies out. And I don't know if... Yeah, I can't see anything in there. It's too dark. I don't know if this can come off of the headlight assembly, because really that would be all I need to do is take that off. I could actually just push them up and be able to see with the vacuum gone they should just go up and down on their own. Yeah, no. That's not gonna happen. So they are going to come out as one big piece. But I will take the headlights off, get them unplugged, take them all off. Alright, well, I got chores to do. I don't know where's a good spot for the camera for this. I certainly am not going to hold it for this. Okie dokie. Let's see. Gotta get me a Phillips screwdriver. Seems like I just had one of those just recently. Ah, I did. When I took off the grills. So the headlights, of course, they're plugged in to the electrical part of the car. Give them power turn on and off when you pull the switch. But not only does that hold them, but also 3 little screws are supposed to hold them as well. In this chrome ring. The chrome ring circles the headlight, and then the headlight is held in place by that chrome ring. Well, the chrome ring has 3 little tabs that these 3 screws screw into the main body here and hold it in place. Well, those 3 little tabs are ridiculously flimsy. And so on at least one of these, well, when I first took them off, a whole bunch of them had popped off, but they were still there, except for one headlight had one missing. It was popped off and not there. So I used some JB weld to weld the ones that had popped off but were still there. Used the JB weld to put them back on, and that worked pretty good. But come on. Okay. But but one of them, there's the JB weld. Even after doing that, one of them had one that I didn't JB weld back together. It popped off. So I am missing at the least one of these tabs, and it might be that I'm missing 2 tabs. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one's missing a tab. It only has 2 of the 3. You can see where the missing tab is no longer there. This had all three of them when I initially took it off. And then one popped off. And now it's gone. This is missing a tab here. Oh, so I guess I'm just missing one tab on two different rings. This ring's missing one tab, and the last one I took off is missing a tab. I think these rings are pretty cheap, so it wouldn't hurt to get some new ones. And that way I can be very sure of the security of my headlights. Ah, shoot. Oh, shoot. Ah. Fumbled. Do not want that. It didn't sound too bad, so we'll hope for the best. Alright. That was the easy part. The easy part is over. The car might be too far forward. Might want to push it back a little bit. Make it easier to get the jack in here. I have plenty of room. One thing I am worried about is I took off the chrome Corvette letters that stand here. Putting them back, it's really a math problem, isn't it? And I am a calc god, so I should be able to figure it out, how it lines up. Four letters here, four letters here, middle right here. Yeah, that should work. Alright, well, let's see if I can give myself some room. You can't shift it into neutral with the key off. Let's go, Charlie. Jeez, it seems like pushing Chelsea's truck was easier than this. Okay. All right. Wow. That cover holds a lot of water. But all that water is water that didn't get inside my Corvette. Okie dokie. Okay. That's all right. normally you wouldn't want to jack right there, but if you block it up, it prevents damage. But you probably saw mine is already damaged from some other jerk jacking it up right there and not protecting it from damage. So I think that is a common thing, because I've seen Corvette sites that provide pieces for that to try to repair that, to get it to look more like it did when the car was first made. But I don't think I'm gonna really focus on that. Okay, I got my jack stands in. I'm gonna start disassembling the headlight stuff. Okay, like I said, there are 4 nuts on the back of those actuators, so that's where to start. I'm gonna get under there, find those actuators, pull them out of there. I wonder if the garage door will shut now where the car is. Oh yeah, I had a good 4 or 5 inches to spare there. No trouble. Okay, now since I cut that light off, to provide myself with some electrical light. Okay. Of course, who am I to say that the sun isn't electrical light? Okay, I can see those bolts now. I will find what size they are. I hope they're 1/2 inch. That would be very convenient. And I will pull them. Okay. Alright. Okie dokie. Are you 1/2 inch? Yes, you are. Well, that's really nice of you. You know what? Why aren't I using a socket? I feel like a socket is the way to go. I feel like that's what I used the first time I took these off. And it just seems like that would be a good idea to use this time. But I am now, since I purchased these ratcheting wrenches, thinking, hey, I should just go ahead and use these ratcheting wrenches. Makes sense to me. There's one. Well, except for the fact that you don't get a very straight shot at it. Maybe if I ducked it in here, I'd have a better straightness of it. Nope. Gonna need a socket. Okay. I don't know why I'm messing around with this ratcheting wrench when I already determined that I can use the socket. Whoa! 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 I got it. Socket. I would say it's time to use Dad's socket set. Easy. Easy peasy. Get this, maybe this, and the half-inch socket. Hey, come back here. By the way, I found this extension. I don't know where I found it. It was laying on the ground. It's pretty much garbage because it doesn't really hold a socket very well, but you know, I'm okay with that. Okay. Seems to be on the taking off setting. So, here we go. No. You know what's causing most of the issues I'm having is this here light. It does not need to be there. So let's move it somewhere where it won't cause issues. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that Dad's socket wrench is not the best. It's frustrating. I'm the one that put this on, but it's hard to imagine why I would put them on so tight. Here's 3. Now for number 4. It comes off with the fingers. Okay. Well, that's not the only thing that holds the actuator to this assembly. So does this pen right here. So you have to get my needle nose pliers, bend this cotter pin straight, pull it out the other side. Maybe I'll use my massively strong fingers. I knew I had strong fingers, but geez, that's massively strong. Alright, then simply pulling this spring off, the other spring off, will release the pin, and I will be able to push this through. Push it through, and then I'll be able to take this actuator off. No problemo. There's my needle nose pliers. They're not too far away. But one issue is, I put this nut on my belly while I was laying down on the thing. It's the first nut I got off. And then I got up to get the socket set and forgot that nut was on my belt. But fortunately it didn't disappear. So now I have all four of them sitting in my tray. Oh, I'm so stupid. I was walking around with the light, showing you what was going on with the nut in my belly, and thinking the light was the camera. Don't judge me. Okay. You know, it occurs to me that I made a screwdriver that's specifically made for stretching springs and such, like the spring on here. Okay, let's go find my specialty screwdriver. Okay, so that tool should be right here in this bin. Nope. 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 Where are you, specialty screwdriver? I know you're in here. Here it is. Got this thing going on here. They sell one of these on the Corvette sites, but why buy one when it's pretty easy just to make your own? That's what I say. Wait. Okay. You want to be down here? I'm fine with that. Yes. There's one spring. And there's the spring tool. If you don't have one, make one. There's a washer here. Don't want to lose that. Pull this pin out. Don't want to lose that. And now the actuator is free to leave the building. Let's put that in the tree. Okay. Alright. Come here, little camera. At yesterday's brunch, Dash was making fun of my little camera, asking me if that was the first GoPro that was ever made. And the truth is, I have no idea. It might be. First generation GoPro. That's alright with me. Okay. That actuator came out without any trouble. It's good. Okay. I'm going to work on the other one now. My battery's lasting quite a while. This video. This is what happens when you put things in the tray and forget that you put things in the tray. I'm going to put these up there with that actuator, but later on I think I'll go ahead and put them on back on the actuator so that they're together. I'm going to end this video. It's super long, so I'm just going to do the same thing. Take these out. Yeah, so you know the drill.